Right, let's go work on vertical bar charts. So now I'm going to hit the big wrench at the top, edit dashboard, grab my border, put it right underneath. Looks like I might already have one. Grab that header, put it right there, and I'm going to call this one vertical bar. And I'm just going to say save. Okay, now I'm going to hit the plus sign again. So here's a little pro move. You can either hit the plus sign, do the whole thing that we did if you followed the period over period where we recreated it all over again, or you could just hover over an existing card, hit the little wrench. So we have big wrench, we have big wrench up here, little wrench right here, and say save as. And now it just produces another one for you. So we're going to say vertical bar and say save. Fantastic. I'm going to remove this for now. We'll go over this insights thing later. And to get to the plate, I'm going to hit the little analyzer tool, which is the way to edit that one. Okay. I'm going to hit that sucker. And now I'm at my plate. Okay. So instead of chart types period over period, we're going to go to vertical bar. This one is very, very, very straightforward. We're going to pick on this stacked bar one right here, bar. So you can see here in the x-axis, I need a date, which we have right there. Hey, what if I don't want this date to be the month names? I want it to be the full year. Well, I can go here under X, and I could just get rid of this MMM that I already wrote prior. And I'm going to get rid of that missing date thing. And there we go. And so now we can see the year and the month that we want it to be. And you could alter how you want that to display. You can put months of 4 years if you just go to x-axis. And right there's a little pop-up that helps you kind of see. If you type it in these formats, it'll display as those formats. So not a big deal. Okay. At the top, what do I want it to be this year? What if I want it to be previous last 12 months graph by month? Now, what's beautiful about this is this will just always roll. So I don't have to continuously update it or make sure that I pick the right year when January hits or something like that. It'll just always roll for 12 months. Okay, we're going to do a couple more things. I like to get rid of these little lines right here. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to go to grid lines, remove min, remove max, calculate a line. I don't want to see a median or anything. So we've just removed everything from here. Okay, kind of helpful, kind of helpful. But what if I wanted this breakdown by company? Well, in my top left corner, I can write in the word company, and I see portfolio company. I'm going to drag that into series. Series is how we break things down. So an x-axis is usually your horizontal bottom part. The y-axis is what goes up and down. And the portfolio company is my series. And now things break out a little bit. Okay, now I have more context of what's going on here. A couple of things we need to fix. So first, I'm going to go to data label settings. I'm going to say show total label and make that bold. I want that total big and bold. Boom. Now I see the total. Okay, great. I'm going to show you a little trick here. Now, if I go to data label settings, because we put value in, or because I had value in from last time, if I get rid of it, all that goes away. This is very, very helpful to provide context. So if I hit data label settings, if I hit value again, sure, I see the amount of money or revenue generated by each company over whatever month I'm looking at. And that's helpful. That for sure is helpful. There are other things we can do though. What if I want, hit that plus sign, percent of category. So within that month, what's the distribution of that revenue by company by that month? If I hit that, now I can see, okay, for this month that I'm looking at here, 25% came from company C, another 32% came from company D, etc. But what if I don't want these little decimals after percentage? Well, I'm going to go back to data label setting. First, I'm going to change the color to be complementary because I think it pops a little bit better. That looks nicer to me, so it's not all gray. That's my opinion. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to choose percent value as none. I just don't want to see that. Could make it a little bit cleaner, Okay, so now what I can see here is I can see, hey, in a given month, what was the distribution of revenue by company by month? So I could say, hey, company C contributed 26%, then 23, then 33, then 28, and then a big whopping 31 in April, whatever. Again, my data might not look like yours exactly because we have a little random thing to help us generate some fake dummy data, but you get the context of how we can use this. Okay, now there's one other little thing bugging me out. Man, I don't want to see the company A, then B, then D, and then C. What's going on here? So I can grab portfolio company and I can drag it into sorting. Okay, and we're going to pick it as this way. A, B, C, D. Now a little bit cleaner. Okay. Now what I also have an issue with though is you see my months have changed a little bit because how this sorting is working, it's picking on A first. So we're going to actually go grab date, put it in sorting right before portfolio. Now we're rocking and rolling. Now we have by the month, correct order, and by the portfolio company, what's going on in terms of our revenue. So we have a better story of how much revenue we made over time, but also which companies are contributing the most revenue by which month. Last thing. What if we want to change the colors? Well, you go here to colors, and here what I can change, I'm going to get rid of these because this is from a previous one. I can pick company A to be, let's pick it to be that blue. I can pick company B to be any color that I want here. I can also pick the same blue, but just change the opacity if I want it like that. You could do whatever you want. And we're going to do company C. I'm going to make it like orange or something. And then company D, we're also going to make it, I don't know, like this one. And what you want to do with colors is colors help also group things. So now I'll see that company A and B are kind of grouped together. Maybe they're in the same industry. Maybe C and D are in a closer industry. I hit next, apply, a little bit easier. Cool. All right. Also, a little trick here is if you hover over these different legend pieces, now you see it fall to the bottom. So now you can just look at, well, how much is company A doing? How much is company B doing? Isolate it. All right. I'm going to hit save and close and go back to my dashboard, close that thing, hit the big wrench, edit, and drag it to right underneath vertical bar. And I'm going to hit edit, appearance, and get rid of timestamp. All right, there we go. Vertical bar